Hey dudes and dudettes, for today's Nostalgia Fix, I want to do something a bit different. If any of you are familiar with the Five Nights at Freddy's games, particularly Security Breach, you know that the pizzeria, or Pizzaplex as it's called in the game, is an integral part of the experience. There's just something about the atmosphere in the Pizzaplex found in Security Breach that draws me in. Maybe it's the 1980s neon glow everywhere, or the liminal spaces, or feeling like a kid playing hide and seek again. Whatever the case, I love the aesthetic. So it got me thinking, does a place like this exist in real life, or at least as close as possible? Now, it may be tempting to just say, sure, Chuck E. Cheese. There, that was easy. But while Chuck E. Cheese does feature one of the main attractions, animatronics, they really don't have those anymore at their hundreds of locations. There are currently only 6 legacy Chuck E. Cheese locations that I know of that will keep the animatronics. But even with that crucial element, Chuck E. Cheese is missing a lot of the criteria for a Pizzaplex, like this one found in the game. So while we won't find the perfect match, which, let's be realistic, with the square footage involved in a real place like that, it would cost tens of millions, we can still get pretty close. I think I found a place that's at least 80% there and definitely has that Security Breach vibe. Or at least it did. Okay, stay with me here, because this needs a little explanation. If I had more money, I would probably fly out to Ohio and record footage of Scene 75, which is a massive fun center, and it even has a roller coaster. What it doesn't have is the colorful and playful color palette of the Security Breach game. I feel that is essential to make the cut. Okay, then what about my old stomping grounds at Castle Park in Riverside, California? Well, that too has an outdated color palette, and the castle theming doesn't exactly match. Cool place though. Well, what if I told you there's this place in northern Utah that had the colorful paint job, and the neon, and pizza, and laser tag, and go-karts, and play place, and bowling, and an arcade, and pretty much everything Security Breach had, minus the animatronics of course. Would you be interested? Well, get ready to have your hopes crushed. Okay, so I had this plan to show you how amazing Boondocks was, and I went out and recorded this footage a couple of years ago in northern Utah. Things happened, I got laid off from my job, there was a lot of distractions, and then, what do you know, Boondocks decides to give their locations the grown-up, Starbucks-feeling, Cold War communist color palette treatment. Why? Why do places keep doing this? Is this still a place for kids? I simply do not understand the change in theming for a place like this. I get there's tax incentives and the like for remodeling places and whatnot, but why this design choice? Well, maybe that's a topic for another video, but point being, besides the welcome addition of a new bowling alley, which was featured in Security Breach, this updated location is a huge step backwards, in my opinion. By the way, this footage is of my son getting his first bowling strike, so that was a fun moment.
Strike! You got a strike, dude! Nice!
Getting back on topic, I'm going to be showing you mainly footage of the older design because that's what fits. Granted, it still wasn't perfect then. A couple of years before the remodel, they took out the play place, which was disappointing to all parents with kids under 5 years of age. But Boondocks still had the most crucial elements. The bright colors, the arcade, the laser tag, the go-karts, the all-important pizza, and so on. It also has some other nice additions like these bumper boats, which are a huge hit during the warmer months, as well as this outdoor climbing course they added not too long ago. This really is one of the best family fun centers I've been to, and I'm grateful to live close by it. Although that remodel still stings me. You know what? It's okay. I'm good now. So let's dive in a little deeper and discuss details. Carpet is usually a big part of places like this when it comes to setting the right look and feel, and former Boondocks had it in spades. This is the kind of party carpet you remembered as a kid, and it's all over the dining area where you get your pizza and soda, and it also extends out into the arcade area. Speaking of the arcade area, they had a lot of great cabinets. If you've been with the channel for a while, you know our family loves the Ninja Turtles. I have to raise my kids right after all, you know? Turtles and pizza and martial arts, just the basic building blocks of life. Joking aside, they do have a good selection here. I wish they had more, or at least any retro arcade games, but I'm willing to overlook that since there are other places in Utah that fill that need. It's more about making memories at this place than reliving them per se. Security Breach has arcades all over the Pizzaplex, so it was important that I didn't leave this feature out. Moving on to the outdoors, and I know the game keeps you inside the whole time, but again, please work with me here. It's actually really hard to find a location based on a fictional game. You know, especially when they remodel it. Okay, that's the last time I mentioned the remodel, I swear. But you know what? The remodel isn't that bad. It looks pretty high-end. It's just not playful and fun-looking, that's all. Anywho, outside, you have the go-karts, and they are pretty decent at this place. Some other fun centers throttle down the speed of those carts to the point where it feels like you're riding a lawnmower, but not here. And at night, when the track gets all lit up, it's just a really fun and nostalgic experience with friends and family. You really can't go wrong with go-karts. Unless Roxy comes after you. She crazy. Of course, I can't leave out mini golf. In the game, it was Monty Gator's Golf, and that had a fantastic course. This one is no different. I love that it ties in theming from southern Utah with the red rock and arches, and there's just a lot of variety to it. There's plenty of waterfalls, bridges, various theming that keeps your interest, and so on. Just like the go-karting, when the nighttime rolls around, it just adds that much more to the experience. The course is well lit with colored lighting, and it's a great place for a date or to bring your kids out to have fun. And it sounds like I'm doing marketing for Boondocks, but I promise I'm not. I'm just super sappy, and that's how the channel rolls. At any rate, this is one of the better mini golf courses I've been to, and it's our family's personal favorite. There are many more little touches here and there. As you can see, there's a lot of neon at this place, from the moment you're greeted at the front entrance to when you walk up to purchase passes or get gifts from the front desk. Shoot, even the bathrooms greeted you with friendly neon. I'm all about that neon, in case you couldn't tell. It's an 80s thing, which started as a 50s thing, which is also another great decade. And lastly, I couldn't leave out the pizza. This location actually has a lot of options. Sadly, all I can show you is the heat lamp pizza at the front, but there's more on offer at Boondocks. And of all the pizza varieties I've tried there, I don't remember any duds. So it all checks out. As you may recall, pizza is a huge part of the FNAF games, so I had to mention it. So there you have it, a fun center that at one point kind of sorta resembled the Pizzaplex from Security Breach and offered a ton of fun experiences. I hope you can appreciate trying to find places like this in real life. Oh, and if you want to see a place that reminds you of the first Five Nights game, check this one out. I'll leave the link above. I do wish there was more places like these, but in the meantime, we will enjoy what we can. And with that, I hope you have a totally radical day, and also remember to avoid anyone in a rabbit suit.
I wish we had pizzerias that big in real life.
Yeah, but we still have Chuck E. Cheese's though.
What's that?
We still have Chuck E. Cheese's though.
We have Chuck E. Cheese's, it's just not that big. That place is like a mall.
Yeah,
It's like the Mall of America pizzeria.
Wow, Connor.
Connor's playing the theme song.
Yeah.
That was some seriously good nostalgia. But remember, friends, it's also important to make new memories with your loved ones.